Communication Network, teaching on such topics as vision, leadership, and tenacity, and how to think outside the box. Currently, Mr. Hite is a safety and security coordinator for the Jennings School District. He is a mentor to staff and students. For the past 8 years, he has been the head football coach for Trinity Catholic High School. Under his leadership, 95% of his students actually have attended college. Last but not least, Mr. Hite is a husband to a beautiful Miss Tamika Hite, and a loving father to the talented Adora, 11 years old, Zoe, 6 years old, and Zion, 5 years old. But most of all, he is a believer that Jesus Christ is his Savior. I present to some and introduce to others my friend, Mr. Leon Hite. Good afternoon. Good afternoon. Good afternoon. You do get a little caught up when you hear someone that did their homework on you, because I sat in those same seats where you're sitting there right now when I was graduating from high school. I tell you, it was 1990. Yeah, I know. And the same thoughts went through my mind that's going through your minds right now. Is we out here, don't what they talking about. Back then, y'all say turn up, stuff like that, right? I'm not gonna do that. But I appreciate you all. My name is Coach Hite. I want to thank Mr. Reginald Young, Ms. Dolores White, the parents, the friends, the grandmoms, and the staff that brought me in here today, and the student body for actually requesting me. I really appreciate that. I've been working with a young group of women called the Diamonds and Pearls. That's right. Working on getting success and character development ready for life. I won't be long. I will come on strong. They brought me in for a reason. I'm going to do what I'm supposed to do. Because I believe in bringing your A game every time you step in front of the stage. Is that okay with everybody? Yeah. All right. Now, you didn't get here by yourself. So one more time, thank everybody that helped you get here. Grandmama, cousin, make sure you got through this process. You didn't do it by yourself. Now with all those accolades, it's not about me. You heard a lot of masters and all those different degrees, but I'm gonna be honest, I barely graduated from high school. I struggled academically. If it wasn't for sports, the good Lord, I wouldn't actually got through. So what we're about to talk about right now, a few things to cover real fast, and then I'll get out your way. Is that okay? Yeah. Now, I know you saw the notebook when I came up. Most keynote speakers, you're like, oh man. You looked on the program. The parents, this is the sleeping section of the event right here. Oh, they don't want babies. No, they didn't bring that type of person this time. So I'm going to be me, just like you should be me. When it's time to, I talked to your group at another event, and I talked about transforming and doing what you got to do when it's time to do it in order to get career ready and job placement. It doesn't mean you change your personality, but you need to step up to the plate when it's time to get a job and do a career. Is that okay with everybody? Yes, all right. Now, I'm going to be me now. Coach Hite coming to you live on the field of life. That's the program you're getting ready to enter right now. So I'm going to give you a couple plays to get you through the day, and I'm going to get you up here with these caps and gowns, grab that diploma, and you're going to get on about your way. Is that okay, everybody? First play to get you back on the field of life is keep God first in everything you're doing. You remember growing up when you first learned how to ride that bike? You had them training wheels. You like, I'm ready. I don't care what they talk about. Take them training wheels off. He was right there as those training wheels all the time. Now you're taking them training wheels off, and he's still going to be there. Because when you hit the highway of life, guess what? You ever heard that up on the side of the road? When you start weaving like you're going to go to sleep, some of the older people know about that. and put you back on the road real fast, he gonna be there for you then too as well. God is some angels on the side of the road of life. Now, when you have a don't quit mentality, the next play I'm gonna put you in the game, and I'm getting you coached up and getting you ready to get on the field of life is fail forward. You're gonna make some mistakes. You made some mistakes getting in here. You made some mistakes getting out of here. But it's okay, because that's the process of learning. If you fall 7 times, you better get up 8 times. John Maxwell had a book called Failing Forward. And in that book, he talked about different people that did different things. Michael Jordan, y'all love, I'll just say LeBron James, or some of y'all younger people. Right, Kobe, there you go, all those guys. Well, guess what? They missed thousands of shots, but they make millions because they didn't quit. It's not about the misses, it's about the makes that you're going to do when you keep trying to attempt every time. Is that okay with everybody? Yes. When I say that, you say, Coach me, Coach Hite. Coach me, Coach Hite. I'm going to keep coaching you. I'm going to get you back in the game. Oh, that was an athlete. So I'll talk about another African-American male that lives here in St. Louis, Missouri, who is a multi-millionaire in the technology field on top of that, who also is a multi-millionaire, who does a lot of things for the community. He had a lot of businesses that failed before he actually started the business of worldwide technology. You've heard the company, but he's not flashing it out there all the time, but he's doing things in the community. And the same principles apply. He kept pushing, and he didn't quit. You have to have the mentality that don't do it. They said, yeah, he's really nice. He says yes, sir, and no stuff like that. I was the class president. I was the linebacker that played football. I had to adapt in a situation that some of you have done to get here where you are now. But don't for any second think that you have not achieved the goal. Graduating from high school is not a gimme all the time now. I drive down certain streets, won't say no names, during the day, and I know a lot of people that have not graduated from high school. So give yourselves a hand for getting here to the field like that. Put you one more play in the game. Let me hear you say it. Now, with that said, you're talking about those celebrities, and I talked about a multi-millionaire and things like that. You're saying, well, maybe that's not me. No, that can be you. Because the difference between you and them is they had a don't quit mentality, and they did one thing that you're going to be doing today. In 1990, when I grabbed that diploma, it was no more, oh, mama going to do this, daddy going to do this, ain't you going to do this. I stay right here. This is my room. I ain't got to worry about nothing else. I ain't none of that. Now we out on our own. So, I got a couple plays and I'm about to wrap it up. Guess what? You're like, what do you mean, coach? What you saying? I'm talking about sacrifice. I'm talking about commitment. I'm talking about no excuses. Do you know what excuses are? I'm going to tell you, excuses are monuments that build bridges that lead to nowhere. Those that use these tools of incompetency are masters of nothing. That's why you do not use excuses. Ain't no excuses. It's time to go. It's time to get out the nest and make it happen for yourself. And you can do it. Oh, I didn't get everybody on that because they was lost a little bit. A few people still want to keep one foot in the nest. They still thinking about that. I'm going to give you another analogy or a lyrical metaphor, as y'all say. Because I know y'all speak them rhymes. Can I spit one real quick? Now, whether you in bars, whether you in a plane, whether you standing on the edge, you got to jump. See, that's the difference between the people that are successful and the people that are not. When you get up in the door of that plane and you put on that parachute, you gotta jump. There's no, I kind of went out there. I might want to be successful and go get a career and use all this training that they gave me. I'm gonna wait and see how it is. Oh no, when you step out, you jump. You jump. And I know y'all ain't got no problem with jump because y'all know how to turn up. So I know you don't have no problem with jumping. Whether it's a cliff, it's a plane that you're jumping off of, you're leaving the clique that you was around before, you're getting rid of some friends that was bringing you down, you're getting the word and getting some more faith to help you move out. All those things are going to cause you to jump and jump out. That's the only difference between those successful people. They jumped. They didn't think about it and say, well, can I go back? They jumped. The mind is like a parachute. It only works if you open it. I'll hit you with the bars later on after we get done. I ain't got much time, I'm almost done. And the people that jump, you will fly because you'll be like an eagle. Do y'all know what an eagle is? I'll say this again. Do you know what an eagle is? Yeah. But you know what a chicken is, though, don't you? See, everybody spoke up on that. Not because we just like chicken and we eat chicken. Because we know chickens, because chickens are around. Chickens is a bird that okay, when he jumps, he only go like 10 to 15 feet. Oh, okay. I still could go back and stay with them if I wanted to. I could just hang right here. Yeah, I'm gonna get this little small job. Oh, that's a career over there? Nah, I'm all right. I'm gonna stay right here. Still pet. Still pet. Chicken. Chicken. Tastes good, but don't look good when you want them. Wanna know why? Because they only two types of food. They stay inside the coop. Their mentality is inside the box all the time. They do what they told all the time. And guess what they do at the end? Wait to hit your plate. Wait for the slaughter. But no, this other thing, that's this group right here, those are the eagles. See, these are eagles right here. The gold sashes you got on your head, right here, that's like that bald eagle right there, sitting out there ready to fly. You wanna know why you're an eagle? Because you know what eagles do? 10-foot wingspan, largest wingspan of any bird. Eat a variety of fish, different other animals as well. They got vision. They can see miles before the thing even starts. They're not looking back, waiting on everybody to tell them what to do. They already flying. When baby eagles get out of the nest, you know what they do? They jump. Their parents don't wait. Get out. You got it. Boom. Whoa, where these big old wings come from? And that's what it's about today. You're about to graduate and you're going to jump and you're an eagle. Or I'll give you another version. Eagles. Every time they build a nest for an eagle, they build a nest on the highest point. So that way, when the eagle jumps out, all the eagle knows is how to be the highest and the best out of everybody. They're looking down on everybody else. You don't see no eagles flying around with no chickens either. You don't see that, do you? I'm going to bring it home at the end here, and I got two stories, and I'm out your way real fast. Now, one time there was this one chicken, and he was walking around, and he was going to class, and he didn't do very good, and he was like, hey, yeah, what's going on? Oh, well, we got you right here. You at this Job Corps location. You need to do what you're supposed to do. Okay. Walking around, I don't look like the other chickens. I don't see these other chickens. They don't look like me. I look a little different. Anybody ever had that happen where you look a little different, feel a little different than other people you're around? But guess what happened with this chicken? He kept walking around, his people, his teachers, and everybody was saying, but you different. I'm telling you, you just need to hang in there. Well, other chickens keep picking on me. They keep saying I ain't no good. When I do schoolwork, I'm not as smart as everybody. And then one day that chicken started getting bigger, and his wings didn't look like the other chicken wings. And then he was getting towards the end, the counselor started talking about, you about to graduate, here's your career path. This is what you need to do. And that chicken stopped walking around pecking. He started walking around doing like this. He couldn't figure out what was going on. Why everybody still pecking and doing the same stuff? I'm on Instagram tweeting them, and they doing the same thing they was doing when they dropped out of high school. And I'm up here now, and I'm making it. And that chicken couldn't figure out what was going on. And then one day, that chicken looked up, and somebody that graduated from Job Corps came in, and they were soaring in the air like an eagle. And that chicken realized, I ain't no chicken, I'm an eagle. Look at that. You want to come up here? Because the air is good up here. That's what the eagle was saying to him. And he realized, and the chicken said, why am I'm not a chicken no more, I'm an eagle. All this time, you've been thinking you can't do it, and you can. All this time, you've been hearing, don't quit, don't quit. If you don't quit, you'll just do it. And that's what we're saying to the graduates today. So as I close, the last thing I'm going to say, I'm going to tell you to don't quit. Don't quit no matter what. Look to the left and look to the right. And tell them, don't quit. Tell them again, don't quit. Now you got to say it with some feeling so they'll know. So when they post something, everybody look to the left and say, don't quit. Look to the right and say, don't quit. Don't quit and you'll just do it. Because if you don't quit, you'll be like this other person where she sat out there every day and there was a flood coming. There was an older lady and there was a flood coming, and this this is tough for us to think about how this can happen. And she sat out there every day and they kept saying, look, I want to make sure you understand something. It's a flood coming. And it was raining and raining and raining. And she was like, what? Don't worry about no flood, I'm okay. I like being in this situation I'm in right now. Things ain't working out good, but I like it. And they told her, no, the flood's coming. And the water started rushing into our house. So they were in the ambulance. They said, you want help? She said, nope. So they drove on up. Days later, she kept doing the same old thing and not making things happen any differently. Rain, water just kept building up and building up. It got up to the windows. So the guy at the Red Cross, he said, look, let's go check on the lady that was back there where the flood was going on. We can save her. So they went back in the motorboat. They came up. There she is in the window. She said, y'all go ahead. I don't need y'all help. They said, you're going to drown out here. Life is tough out here. You need a diploma. You need something to help you make it happen. No. I'm just waiting on the Lord. Y'all go ahead. They looked at her. They drove off in the boat. They got back to the station. All the Red Cross people were talking. They said, you know what? We should try to go save that lady because she really don't understand that she could be successful now. They equipped her with the tools to get out of the situation. That's what we doing. So we can get out. So they sent the helicopter out there for it now. Wind blowing. They get out there, they yell, there she is. She up there holding on to the weather main at the top of the house. Y'all old school, y'all know what that is? The antenna, the satellite dish. Holding on to the satellite dish on the top. They say, come on, the flood is going to kill you. Get up here. She yell up, no, go ahead. I'm waiting on the Lord. Y'all go ahead. As I close, always close 3 times, it's got preacher style. They looked down and said, you're going to die. This is an opportunity for you. Come on. Graduate, you here. Now we can go do it. We can do it. Said, no, go ahead. I'll wait on the Lord. Whoosh. They said, all right. The helicopter fly out. Now follow me here. As y'all say, watch this. Watch this. She dies. She gets to the gates of heaven. She walks in. She say, she holding her house robe. You know how mama niggas hold their house robe. I was waiting on you. What happened? And a voice on the back. Who is that? It's Elma. It's Irma. Whatever that was. They said, what? I was waiting on you. Opportunity. I was here. They said, we sent the ambulance, we sent the boat, and we sent the helicopter. As St. Louis Job Corps graduates, I want to understand, they sent all that stuff, and y'all answered the call before that even happened, and y'all here to graduate today. See, that ambulance might have been that teacher that was getting on your nerves when you first registered. See? Oh, yeah. Oh, see, I sat in the session, so I know. It might be a person keep telling you, go to class, quiet time. They quiet out. Quiet out. Oh, yeah, I'm really a little bit. Quiet out. Go to class. Can't stand Mr. Young. Always tell me go. But that's that helicopter. That's that boat. That's that ambulance letting you know it's time to go. And see, you're ready to jump and fly right now. And the one thing I want to leave you with right here is you don't quit. Because it's going to be tough. Life ain't easy. If it was easy, everybody be doing it, going around bragging about how easy it is, and they not. And they not. They speak it into existence. They doing that. So remember this as I go. Don't quit. Because when things go wrong, as they sometimes will, when the road that you treading seems all up here, when cares are pressing you down a bit, rest if you must, but don't you quit. Because life is square with its twists and turns, as every one of us sometimes learn. Many a failure would turn him about. He might have won if he just stuck it out. So don't give up, though the pace seems slow. You might succeed with another blow. So stick to the fight when you hardest hit, because when things go wrong, St. Louis Job Corps, you must not